beautiful. This is exactly what we wanted to see. We just have to wait for earnings tomorrow. Home Depot looks really good. It stayed above that level way back on January 5th is where I talked about how we are waiting for it to regain that level. And you regained it, and now we're breaking out of that downtrend. So really bullish on that. The Momo is also leaving the bottom, so it's confirming the bottom. This could also be putting in a bulldog on the daily. So wait for a pullback, maybe a retest to the trend, and that should be very bullish. It's one of the best charts right now, Home Depot. Hey, Mucky, what's going on? SR, good to see you. DoorDash, man. Thing is on fire. 172 is the next target on DoorDash.
I think we're gonna hit 180 to close on SPY.
380. Yep.
380. We're gonna close at 380.
Nice little bulldog on SPY. 15.
I paid 272 for my SPY 380s that I bought.
Nice. Yeah, you're bouncing
Up
right off at pivot.
4%.
You're double bouncing off pivot. Bounced in the morning candle, and then you just bounced now. Yeah, Mucky, I played DoorDash. I sold it last week, though. I bought it. I started buying it at 140. We bought down on like 137. I think I bought a little higher, like 144. So I had my average was like 141, somewhere around there. And then I sold it right here. So these were my initial targets, these two lines, for like my short-term trade. And I thought it was going to pull back, which it did, but the pullback instantly got bought up. So it didn't really give me a good opportunity to re-enter. And then I didn't re-enter here when it gave you that opportunity there. This was your next target, 158, and then 165. So both those targets were hit. And then our final target would be 172, which is almost there. But I had a really nice gain. I wasn't too sad about that one. Yeah, about $12 a contract, or sorry, a share. Kind of have a little bit of like a rising wedge breaking bullishly here. Which is not, actually, that could almost call that an ascending triangle. Yeah, it looks really good. You probably will get 172. Yeah, this right here, literally, there was a guy selling, if you guys remember on stream, and I said, this guy's trying to unload a big position. So I went ahead and closed, and then that's exactly what he did, right when Monday opened, or whatever day that was. That was Friday. He nuked it. He unloaded his position, nuked it, and then it recovered. So this was the dip that I was worried about. So I properly predicted that dip. The only thing I didn't do was I didn't re-enter. There was a good re-entry right there. And then honestly, it just gave you another re-entry. You could have just re-entered right there. I think it will hit 172 maybe by today or tomorrow. Really strong. That genuinely could be the bottom on DoorDash. If you guys were in Discord, I kept calling out this guy buying here. This was basically one buyer that was keeping the floor at 140. Every time it dipped to 140, he bought it. And then if it dipped below 140, he quickly bought it back up. Every single time.
Yo, what if it pulls back to like the 150 range, puts in an inverse head and shoulders?
Yeah, I could see that. That'd be juicy. My entry was so good. This was one of the trades that I had such a good entry that I probably should have held it longer, but it was a really good trade regardless. It was kind of like the Neo short that I had on crypto. When you get really good entries for short-term trades, you should probably turn them into long-term trades. Home Depot selling off a little bit. Yeah, exactly, Mucky. I had a target. It hit my target. I sold. Same exact trade on Airbnb. I didn't take this one because I was already in DoorDash. But almost exactly what JMA was just saying. Airbnb popped up and then we pulled back, so now it has an inverse head and shoulders. So the falling wedge is turning into an inverse head and shoulders. So as long as you kind of stay relatively around here and then break higher, like 152, 153, this should continue to like 172. Hey, Agars. Zoom is holding the 200 EMA. Zoom is almost the same chart as well, falling wedge. I'm waiting for Zoom to hit the gap fill. Nvidia is below 550. Yeah, so Nvidia is a little sketch here. I think I still like it enough to give it some shares.
Hey, you said that level on Tesla was 16.
Let me take a look. Oh yeah, it already got filled though. This was the gap fill. So you just filled the gap fill, or you just filled the gap. Next gap is way down at 756. So hopefully it doesn't go down there. This could be a bulldog though. Watch for strong buyers to come in here in the next dollar. If strong buyers come in here, it should turn into a bulldog. I can't believe how perfect that trend line was. Spy is putting in the head of the bulldog. It's a miniature bulldog.
What time frame?
5 minute. As long as you hold
It's
this
fun.
pivot here, this could also turn into an inverse head and shoulders. It's breaking the pivot though, so you don't want to see too much sell pressure here.
It's funny that Tesla's down so much, but even like the high 880 contracts are still like pretty pricey.
Yeah. It's because they're delta. They have high delta.
Is 20 considered high for Tesla?
Yes. I typically trade the 10 delta contracts
Gotcha.
because every point is $10 or $20. You got to think about how many points Tesla moves in one day.
True.
20 is not as bad because they split. But like if you were trading 20 before the split, that was really bad. I would rather buy 10 delta contracts and just buy more of them than buy a 20 delta.
Yeah, you'd be looking at the 950s, which are like $3.50.
Hey, Frag, if you're really new to trading, man, I recommend watching my How to Trade playlist on YouTube. If you go to my playlist on my channel, I have an entire series that teaches you technical analysis, and I have it structured in the best way to watch it from start to finish. So watch it in the order that it is on the playlist, and those will help you. Also, if you guys sign up to the Discord or the free trial, you get a download link to a beginner trading course on the website. But if you're very new to trading, check out the How to Trade playlist on YouTube. That will definitely help you out. Basically, any kind of technical analysis that I do on stream or in Discord, I have a video for on YouTube. I go over like very basic stuff like how to use RSI, how to use MACD, how to use moving averages. And then I also go over like really advanced stuff like how to trade volume profile, order flow trading, stuff like that. I have a lot of different support and resistance techniques on there, accumulation distribution. Basically anything that you need to be a successful trader is in that playlist. And it's 100% free. I almost have the most watched volume profile video on YouTube. I think in the next few months we will have that accolade. ES failing a 15-minute pivot, but SPY is bouncing off a 15-minute pivot, so they're kind of fighting each other here. Yeah, Airbnb could be a continuation of a downtrend, 100%. It definitely is losing momentum. That's why for the inverse to play out, you cannot go much lower. Like if you go to fill this gap, that's bad.
So you know what we were looking at about the Trump resigning?
Yeah.
What if he resigns so that he can't be impeached, so that he can run for president again?
That'd be smart as fuck.
I don't. Do you actually think he's gonna run again though? I feel like that's all a charade.
Nah,
don't know.
Trump will run again. See the man's pride? He don't give a fuck.
I don't think he will. To be honest.
I'm with you too, JJ. I don't think he wants nothing to do
Yeah,
with it.
literally everyone backstabbed him. The entire Republican Party threw him under a bus. The Democratic Party obviously hates him. He has no support in the political atmosphere anymore.
I still think the Republicans would support him.
Yeah, he's got me. I'd vote for him again.
I mean Republicans as
I
the
would
party.
too.
I mean the party themselves, not the voters. The Republicans.
I would only vote for him over a big government swamp creature, but I wouldn't vote for him over like a Ted Cruz or something because
Go ahead.
too much drama around him.
The Republicans, like as a whole, as their party, they're not going to support him. I don't think.
I don't think he'd have some of these problems if he wasn't like calling people that were, very distinguished, especially in their own minds, like calling them names and stuff. Like it made them lose their minds.
You mean his supporters?
No, I mean like Jeb Bush.
Oh, you mean him making up names for the Republicans?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Republicans and the Democrats, just like playground shit.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
fucking
He's a troll, dude. He's
that
fucking.
made them lose.
He's the world's most famous troll.
Fucking little hands mark and shit, man. My son was even like, "Oh my god, what is he saying? I think I know what he's saying." And he was like, what, 8 years old,
Yeah.
9 years old.
No, I don't think he'll run again. I could be wrong, but I don't see it.
You're always wrong.
Yeah, right, Rhino.
I think that MAGA support is
If you had $1 for every time I was wrong, you'd be pretty poor.
The only reason there was so many Republican candidates, and the only reason he won is because he was against a crooked, fucking, disgusting Democrat. Hillary Clinton.
Wu-Tang, I don't like this. I don't like this close on Nvidia.
I'm watching it. I'm. Ugh.
Are you in Nvidia already?
No. I was gonna get in. I mean, I've been burned so many times by not waiting that I was waiting.
Yeah, I don't like it. His sons might run. Ivanka, I think, would have a better chance. His sons are not very liked. Neither is Ivanka. No way, Pluto. I think he's one of the most hated guys in that whole group. Ivanka's husband.
Oh, Kushner.
What a weird looking guy too.
Didn't Trump pardon his dad?
How the hell did that guy get with Ivanka?
Because he's mega
Money.
fucking rich and Jewish and.
Yeah, but is she richer than him, or is he richer than her? Is his family richer than the Trumps?
I have no idea. Sounds got big connections though.
Love is Blind. Hey, that's a good show, man. Watch that show on Netflix. I watched it with my girlfriend. It actually wasn't that bad.
Bro, you talking about the corny show that is like a lot? No, yeah.
The super corny one. The one where they have to sit in like rooms and they can't see each other and they gotta fall in love with each other without seeing each other.
Yeah, I want to rip my head off.
Yeah.
Trying to
My
watch
girlfriend wanted to watch it and I was like, all right. Like, I'm usually the person who picks all of our shows. So I was like, all right, I'll let you get away with this one. And it wasn't miserable. Like I've had a worse time watching other shows.
Like most of my female friends, they love that shit. But yeah, not me.
I wouldn't watch it by myself. I wouldn't be sitting on the couch like, oh, here, Love is Blind, new episode. But if my girlfriend wants to watch it, sure. ES is melting here. It doesn't like that 15-minute pivot.
Hey, can you chart support levels for Tesla?
Tesla, yeah. I mean, now that you filled
Tesla with the gaps,
yeah,
man.
that's what I was just about to say. Now that you filled that first gap, the next target is the next gap, and sadly, that is very far away. It's 756. I don't think you have any other supports until then. There's no daily pivots. There's no 4-hour pivots. There's no 1-hour pivots. There's no 30-minute pivots. You have a 15-minute pivot. That is the only support you have, and it's at 788. So 788 And then whatever that gap is, let me see. If I go down to a 1 minute. Yeah, 756 basically. So it's not looking too good. Here's a chart so you can look at it. But it's melting right now. This is why I told you guys this morning, until you break that trend, it wasn't looking like a good day trade. That's why I said I wasn't touching it. The funny thing is about that trend line, I did not extend that. That's just the market perfectly playing into it. I drew it out from here to here, these 3 little points. And then it got perfectly tested, and now we're nuking.
There's like a headline saying that the Fed has caught Tesla and Bitcoin's attention. Here we go.
What does that mean?
Doesn't mean anything. Means they want to fucking,
Well,
they want to screw
one,
Tesla.
they're pissed that people. Wow, I don't even know if I was. Yeah, the Fed's never making people easy money. You know what I mean? People's been making a killing with Tesla and cryptocurrency, so they don't like that.
Deja, can I get some support, please?
On what?
Facebook. I'm shorting it right now. Day trade. I'm not going to swing it.
Day trade. So low of the day is 255.90. What else do you have below you? You really don't have much below you.
Okay.
Let me see.
Thanks. I'll hold.
Yeah, the low of the day is a pivot. It's like literally a pivot to the penny. And then below that, there's not much until you get down to like 250.
Yeah, next major low, 248.
Yeah, exactly. You could nuke, to be honest. You are putting in that slight bull div, though, on the low time frames. SR, whenever I say pivots, they're coming from the OTS. The Oasis Trading Suite. I don't use textbook pivots. There's a pivots indicator in TradingView that's like, these are what the textbook trading, like, if you ever hear pivots in trading, they're typically referring to, like this. I don't use these. These are based on like math, and you have some that can be based on like Fibonacci. My pivots, I'm using them as the actual definition of the word pivot. Price is pivoting off of that level. That's why it creates a pivot. Roku is basically the same story as Tesla. Like, if this thing wants to come down, it can come down very hard because the gap's below it. Bank of America is still killing it. Connor mentioned this like a week or two ago. He was talking about how the banks were doing really well. They're still doing very well, and they have earnings coming up as well. What are my Bitcoin targets? My Bitcoin final target, like the absolute final target, was 46K. We did not get there. We hit every single target except for the final target. 38.4 was the last target that it hit. Support right now is 30,000 and 28,000. You break those two levels, you are probably going to go into a bear cycle. If you break these two levels here, that's probably the top, and it's going to be the top for a while, probably a few months, at least. Yeah, I'm probably not going to take that trade on Nvidia anymore. It's too low. If it closed like 548 to 550-ish, I would take that. This is looking bearish now.
Did you guys see this?
Yeah, we were talking.
Yeah.
Castro, weren't you in here when you were talking about it?
No, I had my headphones off.
Yeah.
I'm bad.
Well, let's go fuck ourselves.
That's crazy.
What time does it say it is? It's like 7 something?
Yeah, somebody's getting fired.
Either someone's getting fired or that guy is a fucking genius. And we're all idiots for not trading it.
Who is that?
Yeah, no one knows. It's just some employee at the Department of State. Whoever has access to that page.
The Secretary of State was on Twitter posting something about America.
America what?
This fucking button, man. America first.
Oh, I got you.
Some meme about America first.
NVTA. This looks similar to one that one of you guys asked me to look at earlier today. It's trying to put in a bulldog, but it's also putting it in a head and shoulders. So it's kind of sketchy. I don't trade charts like this. This pattern's not tradable for me.
Tesla's nuking, dude.
Probably bringing the market down. Tesla hit our final target. Our final target was what was it? 879, 880. That was our original final target before we extended it. Or not our final target, sorry. That's our new target.
Jeez, I feel bad for anyone who's still holding Tesla calls from Friday.
Be right back, guys. Got a phone call.
Jimmy,
What's up?
are you working today?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tonight.
Okay. You and Kif and you and Kif haven't played in a while. Oh, by the way, my test is negative, so I don't have COVID.
Nice. I went to go get tested yesterday too.
Yeah, but the doctor said that I still need to stay in quarantine for the next 6 days. Just precaution.
She's doing all right. Still same symptoms.
Your girlfriend has COVID?
My mom.
Oh shit. Sucks.
Said she has like sinus infection symptoms. She went to she called the doctor. They gave her a Z pack and then told her to also go take a different test, like a more accurate COVID test, because she did like the rapid one.
How the fuck do you have 2 gorillas testing positive for COVID? Like, what is going on?
Yo, I can't hear anything. Anyone talking?
Nah, it's silence.
No.
Right
Cool,
now
cool.
in the chat.
We meditating, boy.
We're a dead group. It's over, boys. Pack it up.
Anyone hiring?
Hiring what, strippers?
What? Love strippers.
You like anything.
Hey man, they have good personalities sometimes.
You also steal your money.
You know, I'm gonna lose the trading anyways.
Be right back.
All right, I'm back. Let's see. What are your views on CB? Let me take a look. Looks decent. Looks a lot like Nordstrom before Nordstrom ripped tire.
What up, Kiff?
You'd have to stay above that like 156 level for it to be bullish. Kind of still in that ascending triangle format. You there, Castro? MDB, let me take a look. Bounced off December's VWAP. You broke, or you filled the gap, bounced off the pivot. Looks pretty good. Yeah, that 4 hour is super clean reversal. Yeah, I'd say as long as you stay above that pivot, you should be okay.
I think Bitcoin is going lower.
Like 385 would be a decent target on that. But yeah, I like the gap fill. I like the pivot bounce.
It was like it was like a trap, right?
Yeah, it typically, you get a lot of liquidations. Like it pushes down, licks a lot of people. Because the books are so clean, they're so like, there's not a lot of liquidity. They can push up. The trap seal pushes up, traps, then it goes lower, and then rinse and repeat, liquidates people, pushes up, pushes lower, liquidates people.
The 1 hour tells a story. Wow.
Until Bitcoin reclaims at least 2 levels, it's just gonna keep bleeding.
What does JMA say? Send that shit to fucking zero.
Yep. It hasn't even reclaimed 1 level yet. Every time it does this, it nukes lower. You did it there.
What are you looking at,
Did it
Deja?
there. I'll show you. And he did it here. Every time it reclaims a level, it loses it, and then it dies. So until it reclaims at least 2 of these levels, it's just gonna keep bleeding.
Have you noticed here lately, every time Tesla sells off like this, it rips the next day? Puts in a new high, sells off, and then rips the next day.
The DOS said that was a disgruntled employee.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Probably got promoted.
Ha! They took the website off.
You back, Castro? Fucking guys. All eating is avocado toast. Yeah, ACI looks really good, dude. I'm hoping earnings doesn't fuck us.
Yeah, I normally don't play earnings either, but
Yep.
I'm in light here with like
Same.
6 contracts. So
Yeah, I'm not in a lot. I'm gonna add on to it if there's good earnings.
I have a one of those Echo. I don't want to say the name because the thing's gonna.
Yeah, the Amazon one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Amazon Echoes.
Alexa.
Yeah.
Anyways, it just popped up right now that Kazakhstan had elections, but it showed the flag. I actually thought the Kazakhstan flag looked pretty cool. That's only because my favorite color is gray and blue.
I used to have one of those on my desk, but then I ran out of plugs, so I unplugged it.
Yeah, I got way too many plugs. I had to get 2 of those big 12 plug power strip things.
Yeah, I had to
I got
use that
one-
plug for one of my monitors.
I got 1, 2, 3. I got 4 monitors and like maybe 8 or 9 other devices plugged up.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4 monitors. Then I got my computer.
I got my speakers. I got a USB hub. It's got its own power supply. I got the Echo. Got my vape charger, my phone charger. God, it's just so much shit.
Your room's gonna short circuit. Damn, VIX is
Just
up
reminded me.
15% today, and we're only down fucking less than 1%. That's actually strange. Look at how much VIX is up. That's very interesting. People are betting on VIX.
Hey, homeowners covers theft stuff, right?
Theft?
Yeah, like stuff in your house.
I think so, to a certain extent. Yeah, only if you have proof, yeah.
Like what? Like I got my receipts and stuff from. The reason I'm asking is because I bought so much shit in my office now. I got thousands of over $10,000 worth of shit in here between my computer and all my work stuff I brought with me. Sometimes I wonder, like, if somebody were to steal it, would I be covered?
Yes.
yeah, just share me your address and we can get you all brand new stuff for that office.
You and Dre.
$200 billion wiped from Bitcoin in 24 hours. Yep, they got wrecked. What are my thoughts on Plug? Let me take a look. Plug is hitting our targets, 53 and then 55. Next target would be 62, which is the final target. So it looks pretty good. A lot of buys coming in on Bitcoin.
Anybody putting action on tonight's game?
I'll let you know when I do.
My brain is telling me Alabama. My heart is telling me Ohio State. Or actually, the other way around. My brain is telling me, yeah. I don't know. I see value in taking Ohio State. I may
Stop
just
it,
take
Caesar.
I may just take the over. To be
No.
honest.
Look at the last 3 national championships and look at the scores of them. You're gonna bet the under.
There's no point in doing TA on Riot CB because it basically just follows Bitcoin. You're just doing analysis on Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin continues to go down, Riot will go down. Now, looking at Bitcoin, I think there is a major support at 30K that is holding. So it is okay for now, but it still has not stopped the bleed. So it could easily continue to bleed throughout the night. And that's going to suck for your Riot position because you can't do anything with it overnight. But yeah, there is no technical sign of a bottom yet on Bitcoin. So it could definitely continue to bleed. I'd say it wouldn't really be a bottom until you reclaim 35. Which is kind of far away, but that would be what's best. Reclaiming like 33 would be a start. Back above the 4-hour pivot, that'd be okay. I don't think Square is not as it's not as affected by Bitcoin as Riot is. Riot is like literally Bitcoin. Square, they follow Bitcoin, but they can still come back a lot sooner than Riot will.
All these dudes are on crack 74.
You have a 1-hour pivot at 225 on Square. You break that, it's probably going to go lower.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like 50 or 60, not 74. Yeah, I'm taking the under. Yeah, Huss, it's 74 and a half. Depending on the place, if it's between 74 and 75, that's just nuts.
Lemonade trying to break again.
Talking about for the Bama game?
Yeah.
Castro. Did you see Angelo doxed himself?
Yep. You think that's him though? I don't think that's him.
You think he's fucking around?
Yeah, dude. You think he's gonna post his location and his picture?
He says, his location was like what, Medellin, Colombia.
Yeah.
Fucking Pablo Escobar.
I think he's trolling, dude.
Dude, you think a guy slinging that much money is living in Medellin?
Could be. Medellin is a
Medellin,
nice
yeah.
place.
Medellin?
Hell yeah.
Or wait a minute, the Colombians say Medellin.
Medellin.
That guy's slinging.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
he
weird.
probably has he has an army outside his house.
Dude, he probably does. Netflix is finally trying to bounce.
I'm looking at all these pros are all going under 74, under, like 3 of them under. A lot of them are picking Ohio State though, at +8, +9.
Yeah, there's the bounce on Facebook, right on the low of the day, literally. Look at that sell-off on Facebook. There were no buyers all day.
Look at BTC and ETH right now.
Yeah, they're coming up a little bit. Lots of buys coming in on Bitcoin.
Daisy, I'm thinking we get our spot tomorrow on Zoom.
Zoom, yeah.
Yeah.
How's Nvidia closing? 545. Yeah, I'm not touching Nvidia.
Can't touch it. I think Zoom has been slowly bleeding out all day.
Yep.
And it's looking like it's going to close on the lows.
You can't touch this. No, can't touch this.
Whoa.
Oh, yes! I got my money back. DraftKings did the same thing FanDuel did for the Buccaneers
Yeah, what do they
game.
do with all your winnings?
Not the Buccaneers, the Bears. Excuse me. They at least gave me my money back. It's $100.
They give you a credit though, not the cash.
Well, DraftKings, they gave me my, they gave me cash.
Not FanDuel.
What they do? Give you a free bet credit?
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. You're right. I just looked. Yeah. Well, it's not in my cash balance, but it is in my total balance, and it's just money I can use to bet,
Did you guys see what Cuomo just tweeted like a while ago?
which I was gonna bet anyways on tonight's
Connor,
game.
you in here? Oh, Connor's not in here.
It's a $50 bet I had written off, so I'll
What
just do
almost
the
said.
Alabama game.
This was at 12 o'clock. And yes, this is Cuomo. This is not Donald Trump tweeting this. We simply cannot stay closed until the vaccine hits critical mass. The cost is too high. We will have nothing left to open. We must reopen the economy, but we must do it smartly. We must do it smartly and safely. Somebody in the comments says, "Did Trump hack into Cuomo's account?" Like, this guy has been the most fucking Nazi. Like, his regulations have been the most Nazi across the entire country. And now he's saying, oh, you know what? We kind of fucked up. We got to reopen.
You got ratioed by that Tim Young comment.
Which one?
Did Trump have?
Oh, he got ratioed by that?
Yeah, look at it.
Oh, he did, yeah. He saw all the people fucking leaving New York, mass exodus of New York. He's like, oh shit. There goes all our tax revenue. Maybe the orange man was right.
BetMGM still hasn't given me my money back though. Well, I mean, if FanDuel and DraftKings did it, now they should follow, right?
That's exactly right, John.
Caesar, how many sites are you betting on here, buddy?
Just two. DraftKings and BetMGM. I do it because I like getting their promos where they're like, oh, bet, deposit 100, we'll match it, right? They match it to you in free credit. So what I do is I take simple, easy bets that don't win me much, but enough to where I can keep the money they give me. Does that make sense?
Caesar, I put a number you should call in the chat. They have people who can help people like you.
I mean, I have gotten a little bit degenerate with it, but I haven't lost. I've made a decent amount of money so far.
Caesar's like, I don't have a problem. I just have a losing problem.
Look at Albertson.
Connor, did you see that tweet from Cuomo?
Yeah, that thing made my fucking blood boil. Look at the response. If you guys, yeah, Deja, you follow me on Twitter. Look at my fucking response to it.
I didn't see it. Let me see. I knew you'd love that shit.
That motherfucker, bro. I've been saying that shit since I lived in that fucking shithole city. God damn, that guy's so fucking dumb, dude.
I can't believe he's still in office.
It's the same asshole that goes to the Upper East Side and gets his hair cut without a mask on and then yells at people for going out to eat with them wearing their masks. It's like, dude, you're such a hypocrite.
Isn't De Blasio like almost as flagrant of as an offender?
De Blasio's the one that got his hair cut without his mask on. Cuomo's
Yeah.
just a prick. They both suck dick. I do a better job in New York than both of them. I honestly believe that.
I gave you a spicy reply. KMI, let me take a look. Looks like a big bulldog on the weekly. Yeah, it's like a textbook weekly bulldog. Looks really good. Yeah, I'd honestly play this on a longer time scale. Play that on the weekly time scale. You break the head of the bulldog, it should go higher. Honestly, Facebook is extremely weak. And it has a lot more room to go if it does want to continue lower. There's not a whole lot of support until you get down into like the 250 range. So no, I don't really like Facebook here.
ACI contracts up.
Yeah, those are doing well.
Yeah, closing pretty strong.
Yeah, earnings are tomorrow morning on that, so make or break the trade.
Let's go.
We're up 44%. If there's good earnings, we'll be up easily over 100. The smart thing to do, and we've been in this exact spot before.
Sell half your contract.
The smart thing to do would be to sell all your contracts and to buy them back after earnings if you really believe in the trade. That's the smart thing to do because we're already up 44%. You could take 44% off the table and wait for earnings and then get back in. But there's no fun in that, right? Because if the earnings are fucking massive, we make a lot more money. So it's a gamble. I'm
here to retire early.
I'm not in massive size. I planned on adding after earnings anyway, so I'm not closing my contracts. If I was in a full-size trade and I was already up 44%, I would probably close my contracts. But it's like, how safe do you want to play it? Is it worth the risk or not? And I think with a pattern like this, it probably is worth the risk. They've only had 2 previous earnings, and they reacted bullishly to both of them from, okay, no, one of them was bad, and one of them was good. Flip a coin. That's basically all the TA you need on earnings. There's the bell.
Boom.
We were actually pretty green today thanks to ACI and CVS. You guys green or red on the day? Nice little start of the week besides Bitcoin. If you guys are in Bitcoin, that's not a very good Monday. How did Nvidia close? Yeah, not a good close. So now I'm going to set an alert above 550. If it breaks that tomorrow morning, that could be a day trade. All of my other closes are okay. I keep getting suckered into holding OPK because the option contract is doing well. Oh, then it nuked right at the close, of course. If this doesn't bounce immediately on the open, I'm closing it. I forgot all about this thing. I said I was going to close it if it didn't get back above that pivot, and then I forgot about it. So yeah, if it doesn't bounce within the first 10 to 30 minutes, I'm done. Green day for you, Monkey. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Yes, didn't have a terrible close. Getting bought up a little bit after hours. Still putting in a bulldog on SPY. AMD is breaking out of a little bull flag. Kind of had like a flat bottom here. And you had a little bit of a high. If you take those wicks, not the cleanest, but you are breaking out of resistance. So I'd say as long as you stay above like 96, it should be fine.
Honestly, thinking about ACI, like I think because all the restaurants and everything have been closed over the past month or two, like people are going to grocery stores more. I don't know if I see
That's the problem. Because I agree with you. Everyone is probably in the same mindset as us that their earnings should be good. But usually when everyone is on one side of earnings, it's probably the opposite that's going to happen. That's what's scary about it. Like everyone thinks their earnings are going to be good. So even if they are good, they have to be very good. Because if they're only slightly good, people are going to sell. So it sucks when everyone is on the same boat going into earnings.
Neo's offering 1.3 in convertible notes.
That's not
bearish.
Good. Yeah, that's not good at all.
They were downgraded by Citi just now.
Yep, that's also not good. They're gonna get murdered.
That's why. Yep, they're about to get a 7% day to the negative.
XPEP is down 1.5%.
Yeah, that is not good. Offerings are always bad for the most part. All right, guys, I'm going to call it. You guys have a good one. I will be posting analysis later in Discord, as always. I'll try to keep it a little early, probably around 7, 8 o'clock. And then I'll be here in the morning for the morning session, as always. So, you guys have a good night. Peace out, guys.